Hi everyone and welcome back to a little bit of Warframe. So, I just farmed up some Argon Crystal, which were the last part I needed for the Dagath parts. And yeah, today I just want to talk a little bit about the farm itself. I was wondering how difficult it would be or how long it would take for me to go through the farm. I need 102 of the new resource, which I can't remember their name right now. But yeah, they drop from a certain mission. You get basically, it's like a key for the mission. You get those from the regular syndicate. And yeah, since I had just enough standing lying around to pump out like a couple of those in a row, I just went through it. And yeah, I was using Mesa, and I show off the builds here just a short look at the Mesa build and the regulator build, as well as the Archon shards that I'm using. Basically 3 red shards for duration and 2 yellow shards for parkour velocity, which is very, very nice. I also did subsume Pillage onto Mesa because her one is not that useful. Pillage, though, is. And yeah, I was doing this mission in the Steel Path, and the difference is you get on the regular start chart mission, you get 6, minimum 6, maximum 8 of the resource, and in Steel Path it's minimum 8, maximum 12. So you can cut down your farming time considerably if you are doing this in the Steel Path. And yeah, the mission itself is nothing too crazy. It's an exterminate with a twist, right? The twist, though, did get me killed because there's a couple of different things that you can pick up and they apply a random effect to your Warframe, right? I made the error of picking up the one that nullified my shield, so I was like, when I picked it up, I was like, oh, that could have been a mistake, because I rely on Pillage to top me off on shields, right? Just to add that much survivability. Yes, we have health. Yes, we have a little bit of armor. And we have adaptation in the build, right? But the shields actually do a tremendous job of negating a lot of damage, and you are renewing them all the time with Pillage, right? So I was like, yeah, that could have been a mistake, and it didn't take long until I get absolutely melted. So yeah, spoiler alert, I did die on this mission, but I was like, I don't care, I will just finish it, because I don't want to pick up another random effect at some point, just to get my shields back. Also, yeah, Pillage does do armor stripping. With the amount of strength that we have, it's 52%, if I remember correctly, so you would have to cast it twice to full strip. For regular missions in the Steel Path, just casting it once is actually enough to get Mesa in a good position to deal with the enemies that are getting thrown at you, right? So it's not that big of a deal, honestly. And yeah, I actually think this mission, though, is a lot of fun, right? Yeah, exterminates are like simple to run, and just to pick up a random drop on the way does not mean it's getting inconvenient. Sure, you have to do a little bit of backtracking if you do not pay attention. Also, there are like NPCs around that you can like interact with, and they will give you a little circle on the map where one of those pickups is. So you can make it honestly easy for yourself, and the NPCs are actually marked on the map as well. So yeah, I've tried some things. I mean, I went back to Mesa because Mesa is just, it is my most used frame, and her loadout is called Lazy Day, which just sums up my feelings for I was just like, I want to get this farm done, I don't want to think about it. I was listening to a podcast in the background and just doing Mesa things, right? Which worked out great, obviously. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the NPC. You talk to him. He will give you a marker. And once you reach the area of the marker, as you can see, you now have this yellow circle around to give you an idea of where the pickup is. This is how they look like. And yeah, shields have been removed. And as I was continuing here, I was like, this could get messy. Like, there's a high chance that I will die, which I did, as I said. But yeah, whatever. It's like, just hit revive and all's good, right? Also, we activated an Maximus Stronghold, which doesn't help for survivability in the Steel Path, right? Especially when you also have like an Acolyte show up. And yeah, this is why I did drop it on the floor here, because I was like, I do not want to deal with the Acolytes without having the small protection of the shields. Just, yeah, as you saw there, we went into full overshield again. You were able to pillage all the way through, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, for the weapon I have to farm like, I think it's 80 of the resource again, which, yeah, it's like 7 to 10 missions, and I will do this randomly at some point, I don't know. I am playing Warframe very, very casually at the moment. But yeah, I always love to come back, obviously. And this is where I died. Yep. Make sure if you die that you pick up the thing again, because yeah, if you just run to extraction thinking you still have, let's call it artifact on you, it's not gonna end well. And you will have to backtrack. But yeah, I mean, as I said, the farm itself, it was really like, it wasn't too difficult to do, which is always nice, right? Obviously, if you do this in on the regular start chart, it's really easy. But you have to do more missions, obviously, as I explained, with the drop rates of the resource. So yeah, also, like, this is the patch where they introduced a lot of new player improvements, where they did cut down on the serious grind that is focus, right? So you gain 5,000 standing just for picking up the orb, and the lenses are buffed as well. So yeah, I'm really glad they did that. Obviously, it doesn't affect me because my focus schools are maxed out for a while now, and I think I have like over 4 million Cenaric focus lying around because it's just the main focus school I use. So yeah, that's that, right? But I'm really glad for newer players that they cut down on that grind, because it was a massive grind, and I basically did like, I don't know, over 100 Tridolons solo, just to cut down on that a little bit, right? And yeah, all in all, the new patch is really exciting. I think they also did get rid of the flawed mods, right? So they are no longer a thing, and they shuffled around a couple of what are they called? The junctions. Yeah, the junction requirements are a little bit swapped around, not swapped around, but made easier as well, or made more sense for them. And I definitely want to take a look at that. So I am thinking about doing a playthrough of Warframe again, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that, actually. And for now, this is it. Dagath is crafting, and I'm looking forward to the weapon as well to test this one out. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And as always, take care. Bye.